To it.
All right, we're live. Hey, y'all. Happy day 27 of Keishuary. I'm so excited to be up here with friends, S and Niyah. You guys are familiar with them. Of course, S has your Majesty as his name, but it's S. So, y'all don't play him no mind. Okay, so we're excited. Today's conversation is going to kind of go into different areas, and we're also going to have other people joining us that we're super excited about. Our other friends that are in Jersey. So let's just have Niyah and S do intros, just in case someone's watching and you know what I'm saying, they don't know who y'all are. Quick intros, and then I'm just gonna be hitting up the other guests to see where they at. Okay, while y'all doing the intros.
You want me to go first? Oh my God. Like, you already see what the name say, man. My name is S, but call me and address me as your majesty tonight. If you don't want to address me as your majesty, you can address me as your highness. And I'm from Paterson, New Jersey, also from Connecticut. And yeah, that's all y'all gonna get right now. But yeah, address me as your majesty.
Now that my obedient servant has spoken, I'll go. My name is Niyah. I am from New Jersey, like Keisha said, by way of Hillside. I am 30 years old, a freshly new 30. And what else? I'm happy to be here. So.
And she's married, fellas. So any fellas that's watching it, she's already
married. Thank you, Terrell.
Yeah. I told the people to address me as your majesty. That go for y'all on this panel as well.
Not too much.
That's not exempt.
Not too much. Okay, so y'all did the intros. Y'all heard it here first. I'm trying to. I don't know.
Speed this up too, man. I got to get ready for Miami tomorrow.
Okay, S is on his way to Miami, child. So we're just gonna get right into it. What did you say?
I said, "Wow, I love that."
Okay,
hold on, Keisha. Nah, you good?
I'm straight. Gosh, love that for you.
Go ahead, Keisha.
Yeah, this is the last conversation with friends. Hopefully not the last. Me and Niyah and S, we gotta talk after this, but this is the last Keishuary stream, so we're gonna be acting up today. Look, Sierra just.
I got a huge confession I got to make before the stream over too. Go ahead.
S said he has something he wants to say. I don't know if he's really about that life. If he's gonna really say it on the stream.
Speak so you can be heard. Speak so you shall be heard.
I'm gonna see what the Lord lead me to. Go ahead.
Do you want me to say it, Sierra?
Nah, I'm trolling. You know, I'm trolling.
All right. Let's talk about red flags. We're just gonna get right into it. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. We can't see you, Sierra. What, you got the camera off?
It's all right. She's
dry. I just got to practice.
Relax. She gonna
driving it on a live is nuts. Go ahead though.
I'm sorry. Yo, S is so annoying. Okay.
That is crazy. You sure you want to? I think you should tap back in when you. Go ahead, Keisha.
Sierra, okay, safety first, Sierra. Safety first. If you need to come back in, the link is gonna be here. We're gonna be in here, okay?
I tried to do that with my therapist. They said I couldn't do that. They said I couldn't drive. What you call it?
I wonder why.
They said, sorry, you have to park the car. I'm like, damn, it's like a regular conversation. Like, what are you talking about? I gotta park the
Therapy is crazy. Like you need to be in a safe
right.
You need to be paying attention for therapy. Like you need to be sitting somewhere in paying attention. Like
you think so? I thought it was like a regular combo. Like we talking. He said, I'm sorry, but you need to be parked. All right, go ahead.
You already see S is gonna be on one tonight. We just gonna. That's what it is. All right. What's one red flag you ignored in past relationships that you will never ignore again?
Damn, that's a good one. You starting off. You couldn't say that for the middle one?
No. We starting off hot. We started off hot. We just got to get right into it.
What's a red flag?
What's a one red flag, just one, that you ignored in past relationships that you would never ignore again? It's non-negotiable. It's not like if it come near you, it's like nah.
Okay, I got one. I got one. If their daddy is not in their life. No, I'm not being serious. I'm not even being funny.
That's not something someone can control.
Now who bust out laughing like that?
Sierra.
Can I go into detail, please?
You have to, yes.
Okay, all right. Now I'm being honest. That was crazy that you laugh like that. But the reason why I say that is because like if you don't see like their father, to me, in my opinion, their father's not in their life, right? Or whatever he's battling, like you're going to have to take into account that was the first man in her life, right? So you're going to have to take on whatever trauma she has with her father. You as a man has to know you're going to have to feel some of that. Or you have to be equipped when you come into the situation that she probably has some man issues.
But it could be like that with the father in your life. So what's the difference?
It can, but I'm saying there more chances. Let me say this again. There's never 100% of anything. So I'm speaking of, in majority of the cases, you're going to rush up against an issue. Not all the time. No, everybody is an anecdotal relationship but in my opinion, in most cases, there's going to be some type of trauma.
Now you're speaking on women where the father is absent or where the relationship with the father is tarnished.
I think both.
Niyah, that's good. That's real good.
And yeah, that was a good one. But I think it's both.
Because the thing is, you can be very much in a two-parent household and your relationship with your father is tarnished, but you was raised with a man.
Yeah, but I think that's why you have to figure out what is that relationship like. Because like you said, they can be in the same household, but he might not like some of the stuff that she do. Or he didn't like
I think you should rephrase your red flag, because I think that although...
Well, isn't it still daddy issues?
It's just daddy issues. It's not the lack thereof the second parent being in the home.
I think my question to you is, what is it about the girl that was a red flag that you feel like is something common in women who without fathers? Like, what is it that you're like specifically that you're just like, nah? Because it's really not.
I would say trust.
Okay.
Trusting a man. That's what I would say, trust.
So a woman who lacks trust.
Because like she don't like her father could have been in and out of her life, or her father could be there but not really there. You know what I mean? So her lack in trust of like a man always being present can be very like, I don't really trust a man. I'm expecting you to leave because my father always left, or he was there and wasn't really there.
So that's abandonment issues, but that's not necessarily like, I could have my daddy in my life and I have abandonment issues as well. Like,
but we're not talking about that. We're talking about I'm talking about in most common cases. If you can use that for everything. Any argument you make, you can say, well, this is that. I'm just saying, in my opinion, every argument you make, if y'all want to go, well, I've seen somebody that had two that wasn't that. Yeah, but that's sometimes not the majority. Is it true that majority of kids raised in a two-parent household come out statistically better?
You're on mute.
Mute.
Oh, my bad. I don't know what. I'm not gonna make something up just to prove.
I'm just saying, are a kid turn out with two parents in the house? Is it more likely than somebody that's not?
What's the full question? Are they gonna have trust?
A kid raised in a two-parent household, are they most likely to turn out better than somebody that's not? In a majority?
I know the point that you're trying to make.
Okay.
Yes.
I do know the point you're trying to make. I don't necessarily agree with it. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel like, because you like majority, do you feel like, and let's just talk about today's times, whatever, do you feel like most individuals were raised in a two-parent household, or do you feel like the majority was raised in a single-parent household?
I feel like the majority of us are raised in a single parent household. The majority of people I know are raised
Okay.
in a single parent household.
Well, that's one
Okay.
of
So
my.
if you're basing it on your own personal statistics, you would say maybe 3 out of 5 were raised in a single.
3 out of 5. That's 75%. No. 3 out of 5. No. I would say
So,
out of
but
10, maybe 2 out of 10 were raised in a two-parent
two
household.
out of 10.
Out of 10.
Oh, okay. You didn't hear me. I was saying 3 out of 5 who were raised in a single parent
Oh
household.
yes, yes,
That's what I
yes.
was
I
saying.
think majority of us were raised in black. Us being black, majority of us is raised in a single-parent household.
And so you think that the majority of individuals
Have daddy
have
issues.
relationship issues because of the way they were raised in this single parent household.
Yes, male and female. And I could go males because y'all complain, oh, these niggas is bitches or these niggas is whatever, but these niggas are so
Yes,
emotional. Okay,
these
how were they
niggas
raised? Was they
are
raised in a
very
man in the house?
sassy. Your peers are very sassy. Yes, I agree.
Okay, now let's look at it. How were they raised? Did they raise this by a mother? Did they have a father in the house?
Most of them, yes, were raised by the mother.
Okay, so then that's why they may be sassy. That's the
Okay.
issue. And it's the same for a woman. Okay, she got what's the relationship like with her father? Is it here and there, or she don't like? What is that like? So it goes both ways.
I agree.
Yeah. So
Where Queen Keisha?
Well,
what do you
I
think? What do you think, Sierra? Like, what do you see as a like a red flag? Like,
I have my red flag, but Keisha ain't up there.
yeah, don't worry
we
about it, but we can still
still
rotate.
live on
I
Monday.
moderate.
My yeah, but mine is similar. I have like two top ones, but somebody that's not close to their family. Like they always see it's like an issue with their family all the time. Like I need somebody that's close. At least I need that. I target people that didn't have that.
Right. So you would typically want to date somebody that has
Yes,
a,
like
a two-parent household because you came from that.
oh, I don't care about two parent. I care about them being
Family
like
oriented.
oriented. I don't care about the. Well, I do care, but not to the point like, oh no, I'm not gonna date you because you don't got no mama or no daddy.
No, not
But
that. But I'm saying that would it be something you typically go for?
no, like I
No.
don't.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
Just
really care who raised you. As long as you was raised right, that's all that matters. I don't care if the daddy
yeah,
raised you right or the mother made raised you right. But as
But
long as
see, I don't agree. This is why I don't agree because your father might have taught you what is a man supposed to do, where his mother taught him all she could do was make it on her own, and if somebody go 50-50 with her, she's glad. So he's thinking, all right, well, my mother went 50-50, but because of that man wasn't in the household, he like, no, you're son, you're the provider, you're supposed to protect, you supposed to pay, blah 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 blah. I think that makes a difference.
I mean, yeah, but it can still be
If,
taught by.
if y'all look that far, I don't know if some people look that far.
But it's what you are fine with. Like, if I'm fine with 50-50 and your father preaching 50-50, then we're going to do with that. It's whatever your preference is. But I'm just saying, I need a close knit. I need you to be close with your people. I don't want to hear all the time, oh, my aunt fucked up. She doing this and that. Like, I don't want to hear all that.
What you wait? You say you don't want to hear that your aunt is what?
No,
she
no,
don't want somebody that's super distant from their family. Like,
I want a dysfunctional family. That's what I don't want. That's
Hmm.
it. I don't want that. And that's one of my.
okay, she driving, so she in and out of the thing. I mean, I get that, but I feel like that's hard to predict with like not wanting somebody with a dysfunctional family. You don't
Yeah, I think
know.
that's out of their control.
Yeah, you don't know when that shit gonna get left. Like the shit could be sweet until it's not. So stuff like that, I don't really care. To me, it depends on how you maneuver around your family. Is you the type to be like, all right, fuck them. I'm doing this. I'm on my own. Like, are you on some like, fuck them, and I'm gonna think about me, or are you trying to see what's up or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it could go both ways, because I feel like I want somebody for family oriented, but I also don't want somebody too invested in their family. Not to say too invested, but to the point where
balance.
I guess when you get married, the priorities and all that stuff got to change. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be up your family butt all the time, because if we together now, we together. Like, I don't need you trying to help Auntie Stacy with her bills, and we got bills of our own. Like it's cool, but prioritize. Like, so. But go ahead.
I did hear what y'all was saying. I'm sorry, my connection today. I don't know what's happening, but I'm here, right? I think what Sierra's saying is like the core value. Like, even if someone comes up from like a broken home, or someone comes up from a family that
they can still value family.
They can still, right? They might want to start something new with you. They might want to build something new, like something they were
raised. They be like, all right, this is how I was raised. I don't want to repeat that shit.
Right. So I feel like the benefit of that is like they can be a part of your family. Like, now they got a new family when y'all come together. So yeah, I feel like it's the person. I want to hear what Sierra think about what I said though. Let me bring her back up.
I had a phone call. I'm back.
It's all right, girl. My service, I don't know what just happened. I was gone for a couple minutes, but we back. What I was saying, Sierra, is like, it's not necessarily the person. It's the person, like, how they want to move going forward. They can't control the family they came from. They can't control if their auntie's a crackhead. But if they want, like, to start new traditions with you, if they want to be a part of your family and create new traditions, I think that we can't throw the whole person away. You know what I mean? If their mindset is family, then
I agree until I got in a situation. I was in that situation, but like,
okay, so you're saying it wasn't that.
it's out of experience at this moment. I don't know. Even if you want to just create this, I still want let me go to your grandma's house. You want, like, I just feel like it's gonna be too one-sided on my family. Like, I want to have like both. Like, bring your aunt over, bring your cousin over, but then it's just too much. Like, I just want that whole, not picture perfect, but at least be cool with somebody.
But I feel like that's more so the type of person they are. Like
Very
even if
true. Some people want to.
I take my own personal experience, like, I feel like I have a bigger family, I should say, than Brandon. But
wait, you breaking up?
We're both the same type of person in the idea of like that open door policy. Like, me and Brandon, we're both very social. We both, if we have an event, I'm like, all right, tell your cousins, tell your sister, like, I'm gonna bring my cousins, you're gonna bring your sister, I'm bringing my friends. Like, we both have that same like personality where we want people to come into our space. We want to like host, and we want to.
That's the point. I would have to get somebody that wants they would have to want that as well. Yes, it can't be
That's
the
what
trust.
I'm
And
saying.
then, like, when Esther talk about
person,
trust issues, as soon as you mention like you got trust issues, that's a red flag for me. I don't have time for that.
I mean, with trust, I feel like going into any relationship or even a friendship, I feel like the way I always went into it was everybody start off on a clean slate.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody start off with 100%. Like, as soon as we meet, you got an A++. Like, I'm delulu. Like, everything about you is great. I ain't got no problems. You say you going here, all right, you going there. If you say you going to the mall, I know you at the mall. I ain't got a question. I'm gonna keep it there until you give me reasons not to keep it there.
But I'm talking about the people that go into saying, I don't trust you. You got to prove me right to trust. Like, to trust. I don't want that. I want the other.
We 30. We got time for that.
I don't need to be proving you every second.
We 30.
Yeah,
we
nobody
got
got time for that. That's what I said. That's the red flag that I don't want. Yeah, I don't want that type of red flag. That's a red flag of mine.
Yeah, I feel like that's immature. Like, at this age, I feel like when I was younger, people would be saying that, like, nah, I don't trust nobody. We're 30. Like, if you ain't got the time to be trusting, please get out of here. Go see the next girl, because it ain't me.
Right. Exactly. And that's not from a situation I had. I'm just saying in general. But
that's just like, yeah, I agree. I was gonna say,
you
want to say something? No, go ahead. What's up, Ed? You
No, I mean, I think no, I agree to a certain extent. I think everybody should come in a situation guarding their heart to some sort of extent.
Yeah.
You think they should go into it guarding their heart?
Yeah, because you're gonna get the best representation of somebody. They're gonna be on their best behavior.
Okay.
So I think, and some, not all the times, but you do have to guard your heart just a little bit. Going into situations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just leave it like that.
Yeah, I think a red flag for me at this big age is just inconsistency. Like you don't know what you want, or your opinion on things is moved. Like one day you like, this is how I feel, this is my opinion, and then you go on social media or the day passes and you just change your mind because somebody else had an opinion. I just feel like we're in an age right now where people don't think for themselves, they're not reading. And I feel like if we talk one moment and you're passionate about something and you're saying something, the next minute it just changes and it's just like that all the time, I can't.
All right.
That's a red flag. And I feel like that's something I used to like kind of, let me, people change their mind. No, I don't like it. I need you to have thoughts. I need you to think the thoughts. Not to say you can't change your mind, but I can't do like the double-minded, like, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't got time to figure it out. Like, just tell me what you're trying to tell me. Okay, that's mine. Anybody else have any red flags? Is anybody else not saying anything about the red flags?
No, that's about it. I think we've on this topic too long.
Like, that's my pet peeve. Yeah, we have been, but I don't like inconsiderate people. But we can end it right there.
Inconsiderate. That's true. You can't be with somebody and you got to think of others. Like that's just any relationship. Like, how do you handle friendships or relationships that no longer align with your faith journey? Or is that a thing? Maybe you don't care about that.
You said how repeat the question?
How do
you gotta mute, yo.
Oh.
S, you could be nicer. Like, come on. All right. How do you handle friendships or relationships that no longer align with your faith journey? Is that a thing? It could not be a thing for you. My laptop about that. Hold on.
When you mean like faith journey, you mean like your spirituality, obviously, right?
Right. Like if someone doesn't align with your beliefs, some people don't mind dating somebody who don't have the same faith. But have you had to in the past? Like, how have you handled that? Has that been the thing? It might not be. That's all right. We can move on if it's not. 2 seconds. I gotta get my.
I think you don't want to be. For me, I know I don't want to be unequally yoked with somebody. Like if I believe God's word, I have to believe all of it, whether it's good, whether I want to hear it or not. I mean, I would want a partner to be the same way, but I mean, some people believe some stuff. I'm not like that. Like, it's either believe all or believe nothing. So, I mean, if I'm not a drunk, I don't want to be around drunks. I guess that makes sense, but I would want to be
friendships. In regards to friendships, whatever you believe ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm confident enough in my own faith to be on my own journey. And the thing is, I'm very open. Like most of my friends know, like they will either consider me to be like the religious one, and I don't even think I'm that religious, but to someone who's not religious, then it may appear that way. But what they choose to believe in, what they, whatever path they want to go on, God bless. Like it ain't up to me to. It doesn't. I'm not chasing nobody down to be like, hey, you need to be reading the Bible. No, everybody grown. They can do what they want to do. You can see what I'm doing. You may like what I'm doing. You may like my outcome. You can see me thanking God and be like, maybe I need to know the man she be talking about. And if it comes off that way and you want to get to know the Lord, then by all means, then I did my job. But I'm not. No. And then in regards to a relationship, I think you have to be, if you're not on the same spiritual journey or like the same, I guess, level of faith that I'm on, you just have to either meet me or you just have to be open. Like if you're like somebody that's closed off, like I don't want to look at the Bible. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear nothing about what Jesus did. I don't want to hear nothing what God did. Like if it's like if I'm getting like pushback, it's just like all right, then push back. Then like keep on pushing because I like that. That to me is just like. But if you hear me and like you're around me and you see me, you know, reading my Bible, or you hear me listening to gospel music, or you're around me, you see these things, and I'm just like, oh, let's go to church and stuff like that. If you're open to all these things, I'm fine with that. But if you are resistant, I don't think I can work with that. When the heck you get a cat?
I'm at my mother's house, man. My mother in North Carolina, so she got me watching and feeding these cats. And I don't even know where the other one at, bro.
You should have told Niyah to come over here.
Right.
I don't know if I left the door open and the other one ran out.
It was on live last week.
Not left the door open.
You really can't find a cat?
I'm dead serious. Both of them was in here last night. I don't know where the other one's at.
He in the house, no worries. But anyway.
They're gonna kill me if this cat.
This is odd one. Okay, let's talk about social media. Because we always on it. It's big. It's a big part of our lives now. Let's be real. Do you think social media influences our personal growth positively or negatively? Be honest.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Gas here, you could go. I think.
No, I feel like it's both. I feel like wherever stage of your life you are, you're gonna believe in. Like,
come here, kitty.
Let me try to think about it. But I do think it's both. Like, it depends where your mind is at that time. Like, if you think you can't do it, you're gonna go with all the negative stuff, and if you think you can, you're gonna go with the positive side of it. But social media just plays like it's so bad to me. But it depends on your mindset. On like, okay, I know that my algorithm, I changed my algorithm so many times because I don't want that negativity on my stuff. So I'm gonna leave. So I feel like it's whatever your mindset at the time you're gonna follow. So if you're a negative person and if this your season of negativity, you're gonna follow that season of negativity with everything you go. But I just feel like it's both. It could be positive and negative. It all depends on where you're at in your mindset.
That's good. Who wants to answer that? I'm gonna answer for sure. I'm gonna ask them.
I think about to say a relationship, social media. I'm about to go in.
I don't think social media really contributes to my growth. I don't think. Yeah. I think social media for me it's fun. Like I feel like it just gives me the opportunities to share with people I know, like what I'm up to, what I'm doing, stuff like that. But I don't think it contributes to my growth. I feel like whatever I'm doing in my own personal life, whatever growth that I'm experiencing, I feel like then it's just like I'll share it with social media. But I don't think it has anything to do with those stepping stones to getting anywhere.
Yeah, I love y'all different perspectives because it's like somebody who like Sierra uses social media for business too, right? So it's
I was about to get into that.
Yeah, like I'm not.
Yeah, you kind of just you go on there for enjoyment. Like that's not going to make you shake your day.
Right.
What I will say, after like reading, I've been reading like articles about social media and what it's like doing to our brain. Like we don't have a gauge on how much time we're actually spending on there. Like,
girl, I'm trying to give up social media for Lent, and it's
I can't.
It's been sitting on it's been weighing on me. I'm like,
okay,
I don't know how to do it.
let me let S answer before I go in. But social media, good or bad, whatever you're using it for, even if you're using it for leisure, it is having an effect on your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with us just growing up, we still had the outside, like we got to grow up and go to the park and do things. I feel like that maybe the younger generation didn't get to experience because they love social media. Like social media is their playground. But like going back to those things, like we have to take breaks from it because we don't realize how much time we're spending on it and how much it's adjusting our brain. That's why it's so hard to like even take breaks. Girl, when I have to take a break, I feel like it's heavy on me too. Like it's like I'm not ready yet. Like I want to still.
I'm counting down the days and things. I'm just trying to wean myself off of social media. I done put a timer on my social media.
Oh,
that fly by so daggone fast. I be like, there's no way. Like, there's no way that I'm already in an hour and it's 10 o'clock. Like, what the heck?
Literally,
I'm telling you, it's scary. Like I feel like this is really like a faith journey, giving up social media. Like that, I really do feel that deeply about it because I'm truly addicted to social media. Like I'm on it too long. I spend average. Now is a little bit lower, but I was averaging almost 4 hours.
Okay,
I was averaging 4 hours on social media.
That's probably small to some people. Like, oh, that's 4 hours. I'll be on there. But like, think about that, guys. We can't get time back. Time is something that is like we can't get it back. We can't like earn it back unless like you got a jet, then you can fly somewhere and be there.
I'm mad that my 4 hours is going to stroll. I ain't mad about it, but girl,
we do have to, like, even studies are showing like we have to implement just taking breaks. Just taking breaks so you know, maybe learn a new hobby. Maybe I don't know.
It's a mental fast. For me, it's a mental fast. Like that's my version of fasting because I really do feel like I'm giving something up. Like
it's consuming you. Okay, we get it. I'm sorry, y'all. I still got a little bit of cold. S, what do you think? Social media growth, negative, positive? What are your thoughts?
I think it's both. I think social media has its positives. I think it has its negatives, depending on how you use it. I think it needs to be a balance. Because I just be up there scrolling sometimes, and some stuff just be popping up on the TL, and it's very addictive. It's very addictive. I think our age, we're like in the middle of like we know what it is. We know what it was like to play outside. We know what it was like to ride our bikes. There was a balance. Like we played the video games, but we also played outside. I think where it has its negative is you start comparing your lives to other people. People be up there, they're gonna show you the best of them. They ain't gonna show you what they really going through or what's really going on in their life. And you start comparing, where you're at to what you see on there, and it's all fake. And you got people up there creating content just for the algorithm for you to buy something. Their intentions is not really there. They telling you, yeah, buy my course, this to do this, to do that, and it's all for money. I think with the younger generation, with our boys, they don't even know how to approach females. Like they never been denied where they had to go to the mall and yo, you like that? Go over there and holler at her, and had to feel that walk of shame of not getting her number. So that's why now you got young boys that they are damn near kill a girl to tell them no.
No, for real.
They're damn near knock it. Like y'all literally have to give guys or men fake numbers so y'all can get away. Because they never felt rejection. They never had to walk back and your boys clowning you. All they're trying to bag a girl is through DMs. And that's easy. Somebody say no, they leave you on red, you close the app and you could go about your business. But it's different when it hit the heart. And I think people social skills are down because it just didn't come from that era. They don't know how to interact. It's not a balance.
Like this,
they all playing Fortnite all damn game, all damn even with basketball, like it gives a fake illusion, like everything is instant. And that's not life at all. So you just gotta know what's real and what's fake. And I think a lot of people don't know, like even grown-ups. I even see my mother scrolling on Facebook, typing stuff all day. Like, damn, you sharing everything with life. Like,
on Facebook.
Yeah, like
It's
She
funny
can't
how
do
like
nothing
these
without
older
taking a
people
picture.
play
Hey,
games.
let's take a. And I get it from memories, but now it's like they worse than us. Taking the phone camera right here to their face. Back up, man. But nah, I think social media, they got the positive and negatives. Because I know I be on TikTok and I be like on TikTok, not for the videos, but it's a lot of information that's good
No.
up there.
Yes, exactly.
So it depends on how you use it. But you know, most people use it in a different way. Like you go to different countries, you might type in what to do in this city. So it's good, but like I
Yeah,
said, it depends on how you use it. And I'm gonna just leave it like this.
yeah. I was gonna say something about reading another article that was talking about information over. So everybody they have access to answers, right? Information. And the article was basically saying that people have collection. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, literally, they'll never, most likely, will never go back to the thing, the videos that we're taking or we're bookmarking, just because our minds are looking and we're gonna find something, forget about the very thing we saved. And then there was also talking about like people using ChatGPT. So like you are getting all ChatGPT, people like, oh, I want to be a this age, I want to do these things. And they said that there's the people who are like using ChatGPT like this, most of the people are not going to do it.
They not one.
They're not actually going to do it. Like they're not actually going to follow through with the steps. So a lot of people have all this information, but they start something and then there's so much information that they
Yeah,
feel
so
like
much
they need
distractions, right?
more. So it's like it's never enough. So if I ask ChatGPT, give me a business, I need to get to this bag, this, right? ChatGPT is going to do the following steps. And once I get into the steps, it's like your brain is like, well, oh, I need this. Then you go into the next, and you never finish the final step. I don't know if I'm doing that right. And I could share the article.
No, I got what you're saying. Like, it's so much information out here. You could be doing something one day, and then the next week you could switch it up and do
Yeah,
something. Yeah, yeah.
it's
But
information
I think this
overload.
generation is a lot of like instant. Nothing is pain. Even relationships. People get up there talk about relationships. They
Yeah.
talk about taking trips and all that and all the good stuff. And there's no balance that these relationships and stuff is hard. Marriages and stuff is hard. People get on these podcasts and make it just seem like everything is peaches and cream, and it's not reality.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about flying, being like going to a vacation place the first week you meet somebody, dating online, and then like maybe a month in, or a weekend, you take a trip.
That
A lot of first
taking a
dates
trip
are,
where out the country.
yeah, out the country or in a different state or first date.
I'm
Thoughts.
I
too
mean,
scared for that.
it depends on the intention.
First date, you're interested, you guys are on dating websites that have a relationship, right?
Okay.
I'm
I
too
mean,
scared for that.
if both parties, this is where it gets. Don't get gang goofy. You going on a trip. It depends on the intentions of the person. If y'all talking and y'all feeling each other and y'all probably this and that, and it could possibly lead to something when you going on a trip, don't get gang goofy and act like, oh, I didn't know. You pretty much know in your mind what can potentially happen.
What advice would you give you, or if you had,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
you wouldn't tell your sister no?
No.
Okay, no,
The
you would.
first the first link, y'all going out the country, you never met them before? No.
Okay, so that's your advice.
First link, you're going out the country or state? No. Like you should have met this person or know this person at least 2-3 times locally before y'all do anything.
Yeah.
Again,
Okay.
I'm too scary for that shit.
Yeah, I've been seeing the people just, everybody is different, but I would not advise it. I wouldn't tell wouldn't tell myself. I wouldn't tell somebody that I'm close to. But each his own. So, that question, do you want to answer it? I think you heard me. Okay, as this question is for you, and then we're gonna switch it for the ladies, right? So, what's the biggest misconception women have?
What's the biggest misconception women have about men? What's the biggest misconception women have about men? Uh I think you know what? I think women don't have a idea of like really how much a man where a man should be at or how much a man should be making at his age. I think women be saying they want like a six-figure dude at like 30, which is like in reality is not like a man really don't hit his financial peak to around maybe 40 to 45, 45 and up. And I think women just think like six-figure men just fall off trees. Or like a six-figure man is supposed to make that at 25 or 30, which is not realistic.
I just think that
in my opinion.
To social media has moved the goalpost of what it is that they think a man is supposed to do, provide.
Right.
You know, like we was not having this conversation back in 2008. We just wasn't.
You're on mute.
I'm not on mute.
No, I am. My bad. I agree. No, I agree. I think social media has.
It's because of social media.
Yeah, that's really what it's about. I don't know. And then you got the small percentage of women, of men who are financially free and is able to do all this crazy stuff. But I think social media has just tarnished that whole mindset. Like, in again, that's the negative part of social media. Like, when it comes to dating and stuff like that, women's expectations and stuff like that. Because again, in 2010, we were not having these conversations. We just wasn't. These conversations did not exist.
Exactly.
You was trying to find someone. You was trying to find someone. I didn't mean to cut you off, Niyah, but you was trying to find someone you could vibe with. Like, you was trying to find someone like. What type of time?
All you needed to care about, all your grandparents and everybody told you about, find a man with good job, somebody who's gonna get a pension. So the long term.
I don't care about salary. If you can take care of yourself and me, if we grow old and together, then we good. I don't care about no damn how much you making.
People don't get together for love. They want to get together for with it. Again, they'll find themselves lonely in a couple of years. Like, I don't really. That's just the social media thing. But that's what I was. Even when Ed said that, I was like, that. I feel like that is the most misconception women have of men, that they got money.
Yeah.
That there's loads and loads of money, and it's just like it's silly to have this crazy expectation, because even as a woman, how much loads of money is you making?
Right.
Make it go be all E.
Shoot, just making it, okay?
Okay, I have to. Yeah, it's true. It's like the expectation. I think the expectation for men is a lot higher, and it's the same standard as for women. Like, I don't think a lot of women are being realistic about their finances, or that they don't know. They don't know about finances. I feel like there's.
Can y'all hear me?
Now we can.
Okay.
I think the expectation on men is just a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's a little bit too much.
Like a man starting 25, you're at your lowest, like your entry level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to work your way up the ladder, and most companies are. So like this, a six-figure, like some people father 67 years old ain't never hit six figures.
Right.
And then you asking for all this money that somebody should pay all these bills at the wrong time in this economy. This is the wrong time to be talking about you want somebody to pay all the bills.
Right. Yeah, sure, I agree.
I think it's just it's that little the YouTube talking points that people like. Come on. It's crazy. I just think they don't have enough men that really know what is going on. They're not talking to enough men. They just talking.
But also now, as a result, then you get the cheap niggas. as a result of all this
It's two
notion
extremes. It's two extremes.
I know, but that's something. It's like because of that notion that men's supposed to have all this money and this, that, and the third. Now the man is looking like, oh, these bitches just want me for my money. And then now you meet a woman of some decency, and it's time to take her on a date. You don't want to spend no damn money.
Just a little date, just a little something.
You want a little date because now you think everybody out for your damn coins. And it's like, boy, if you can't take me on a goddamn date, then we don't need to be doing nothing. And the thing is, that's not even being on no like we gotta be going to Ruth Chris, but like court me. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Like, take me bowling. Like,
because of that whole notion, now dudes just be scared to spend a little money now. Like, oh, she just want this, she just want to do that. Boy,
money.
If you can't afford the date, then get out the dating pool.
I mean, I think most men know who's the ones that want the money and ones that genuine. Just
yes and no, but I just
I would know. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for others, but I know who want. You can kind of tell who want the money. Like, you can tell. I could go to somebody's social media and tell a little bit that they're materialistic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You can't say that because social media is not real. So if somebody has a business and they're just trying to sell. They're literally just trying to sell a dream. They're trying to sell, hey, buy into me, buy into my business. That doesn't necessarily mean that the person is.
That's different, though.
But I'm just saying, like, they might be showing finer life. Just because I have nice things doesn't mean out to
if you have nice things as a man, I know when I come into here, you're not about to downgrade your nice things
right
to fit how much I make. That's just bullshit.
Okay, I don't have to downgrade, but you can work together. That's the thing. The relationship is it's a two. It takes two, right? Working together.
But what if I can't afford what you have?
But this is the thing too. This is how I'm saying how Instagram is a facade. Because if you got a girl who, if you want to qualify as a baddie, like she look like this, she look like a 10, whatever. Because Instagram is a business, the more pictures you post looking like a fucking snack, the more people are going to contact you to be brand ambassadors. The more people are going to contact you, sending you dresses, sending you this, sending you fragrances, sending you makeup, sending you all this stuff. So now all you did was just post up on Instagram looking good. And because you look good, sex sells. People want pretty people to advertise their shit. So even though it may come off that you got nice things and stuff like that, half that shit could be free. Because these brands are looking at you like you looked about good, and these bitches gonna be looking at you and be like, I want to look like that girl. I want to wear what she got on. Because you wearing it and it looked about good, now 10 other bitches about to order that shit because you made that shit look good. So now you're just getting mad shit for free, mad shit for free, mad shit for free. That's how influencers work. So it's just like, although it's like, oh, they look like they got all this top-notch shit. Yeah, they got the shit, but it's free. They ain't paying for that shit.
But I understand that, but majority ain't like as either they getting sponsored by somebody or they got it.
Yeah, I mean that sounds good. Now, most people ain't getting no brand. You'll know by their model or something. You'll know who's getting that has sponsors and stuff.
It's not hard for brands to send you shit. It's really not.
Right,
yeah, but you have to have some type of following. Yes, it does. Because why would I send you something?
Hold on. Let me just talk about this.
Don't.
They have a thing called UGC. These are literally UGC. It's literally influencers who have less than 2K, less than 1,000 followers.
I'm talking about the big brands. I ain't talking about these little.
Let me finish. The big brands are paying the UGC
micro influencers. It's a thing.
Content. So it's not about followers anymore. Like,
yes, it's not.
It's important, but somebody could be getting paid 5K, 3K. You could be getting paid. Even men. Right now, UGC, they're looking for men creators. They want you to have a little following account. They want you to be a normal person because they know that people are buying into real experience and not just like this fake thing. So the days are gone for followers. You ain't making no money. You can get paid. You can get paid.
Okay, I mean, but I get back to the original point about.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's a different discussion. But getting back to the point, I'm talking about a guy going through a girl's IG. You can tell, most can gauge. Okay, she likes the finer things in life, and most of this shit ain't coming for free. Just your average girl. Okay, Louis, YSL. All right. Well, if I step into her territory, who's going to fund this? Because she's not about to stop wearing this.
Right.
When I step in, you're not about to come in and say, "Yeah, babe, this and yeah, that we not getting that no more." No. Either you're going to have to come in and at least meet her at where she's at, or better. Most women want you to meet them at where they're at, or better. They're not trying to downgrade.
So I think in this instance, when like men think different than women, there are plenty of women I know who are probably maybe more than their significant other or the person that they're talking to, and there's no pressure. They like it. They got their thing that they're doing. So I hear what you're saying, but from a woman's perspective, you know that. Like even think about like our neighborhood. Like get off social media. Think about real life. How many women you know? Like I feel like growing up, even in the neighborhood that I grew up in, there was a lot of girls who were like, dealing with dudes who didn't have, or you think about girls who be guys in jail. They be pen pals. Like not all girls are like that. I hear what you're saying.
But that ain't the majority though.
Yes,
that's not the majority. Most women, and majority of women ain't talking to niggas in jail, and ain't getting swindled by a dude in jail.
Yo, they got a whole of women who are.
I don't care what they put on their love at the lockup. That ain't majority.
No, I'm not talking about. Even outside of love after lockup. All right, we got to move on. But we're just going to disagree. All right, women, what do you feel like is the common misconception that men have about women?
That we want to be that strong Black woman.
That's a good one. Yeah. A lot of men feel like.
You said that we feel like that we want y'all to be the strong Black woman.
Let me talk. Hold on.
That we want that the woman wants to be a strong Black woman.
Right. Let me just say what I was about to say. Right? So,
yeah, you say what you got. I think
because men nowadays are really close with their mom. They were raised by a single mom, so they're used to seeing. Oh, my mom had it. My mom didn't show that. My mama was strong. My mama was So I feel like when dating Black people, like this girl ain't got no emotion, take on the world. No, ask me how I feel. Like, no, I cry. I am not the strongest soldier. I don't want to be. I don't want to carry the world on my back. Like, I believe that is a perception. Think about the women in your life. How many of the women in your life ask them today, how are you? Do you need help with something? Black women, not your mama.
Yeah, but see, y'all only on one fence because the same way y'all say y'all don't want to, y'all wear it as an honor badge. So you call yourself queens and bosses and this, but then which one is it?
So you
y'all say I'm independent, I don't need no nigga. So then y'all brag, y'all don't want to be this, but then y'all brag about it.
Okay.
So which one? So what are we talking about? The first thing, I don't need a nigga.
I've never said those words.
Okay, see, you see what I'm saying? You see how you
I get what he's saying though. I'm on both sides.
You gotta be balanced. You can't say you don't want to, but then you brag about it when you want to get upset with a man. You brag about how you a queen or you independent. So which one is it?
So hold on.
Okay, go, Keith.
Well, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go, because you might go say something.
Now you look like you want to say something. I don't know if you want to say it, but what I will say is being able to call yourself a queen or having standards, speaking yourself positively, that don't mean that, oh, I can't, I don't want somebody else in my life. That doesn't necessarily, I know that women who be like, I don't need this man. That is a very good point. I think that there are women who have not signed up for that agenda, who are not about that life, right? And they get the short. Assume that. I think right. This is a common misconception. What is a misconception? Think about a majority of women that isn't necessarily true. Because I'm calling myself like
So,
that don't,
Yes, because you're calling yourself, you're giving yourself a title. So you have to when you take on a title, you can't take on it just because it's good. You have
hold
to
on,
take
okay,
the negative with it.
hold on. Let Niyah say what
so like you
You
said,
got a lot of feedback.
like you said, you say you take it on as a badge of honor. So it's just like, if I use an example, and help me if you don't get it, but if I built a house and I built that shit brick by brick, right? Brick by fucking brick, I built this fucking house. I'm screaming to the rooftop, I built this house. I'm proud of the house that I just built. I'm telling everybody that got ears, I built this house. But would I have loved to have help? Would I have loved to have a village and a full staff and a support team to do that shit with me or for me? Hell yeah. But that's not going to take away from the fact that I built the fucking house. I'm still going to scream to the rooftops that, yes, I built that shit. But did I want to do that shit by myself? No. Would it have been easier if I had help? Yes. Would it have been less stressful if I had a whole team and a whole staff? Yes. Could the house have been even better, 10 times bigger? Yes. But that wasn't my reality when I started building that shit brick by brick. So I feel like in the same instance of me being a strong Black woman, it's like I'm strong because I have to be, but if I have a man, I don't want to be that strong Black woman. I want the help. Like I want to relinquish control. I want to be like, nah, my man got that. Nah, I ain't got to worry about it. My man got that. But I feel like the misconception is that now you meet me and now we're together. You've probably been seeing me doing my shit on my own for a while. And low key, that could have been attractive. That could have been like, yo, she on her shit, she on her grind, like she knows she got good head on her shoulders. Like that could have been appealing to you. But now that we together, it's just like I don't want to do this shit by myself. I don't want to be the HBIC. I don't want to do all that. It's like if I have a man, I want to be soft. I don't want to be that strong Black woman. I don't want that. Like I did it because I had to be. And it's like I'm damn proud of the shit that I had to do, and I'm damn proud of all the shit that I accomplished on my own. But now that I'm not on my own, I don't want to be a strong Black woman. I want to be a soft Black woman. I want to be a kept Black woman.
Right. Okay. So now I'm gonna get back to your house. Right now, you built your house, and this is the problem with most of y'all too.
hold on, as in all the girls' opinion, real quick, and then I know you got a lot to say. I know you ready. I know you're ready. Gun. But let's let Sarah give her, and then you got it.
Mine was gonna be similar as Niyah. Just because we have the ability to do it, don't mean we want to do it. We just shown like we have the ability to be on our own and do all that kind of stuff. Like I was gonna say the same thing Niyah saying. She took everything.
Well, okay. So my question would be, well, why did you have to build the house by yourself? Right. That would be my question. Then my second question would be, now that you built the house, and now it's time for me to come build a house, you're going to fight me because now you know how to build a house. So you're going to say, no, you don't. I did this before. You don't do it like that. Like, no, I built my house, so No, you're doing it wrong.
Is that
We're
a
building our house by itself because
is that a fight or is that a recommendation? Is that a fight or is that suggestion? Is that a fight or is that
And my
a
point, the point I'm making is that because you did it on your own, it's hard to give up that independence and that power now.
But as think about hold on, wait, let me just say something real quick. There's a somebody got a mute or something. I don't know. But listen, think about the concept of the house, which I know you always like to talk about what everybody's society. A lot of women are listening or doing things or having to do homework because they don't have someone by their side.
But why is that though?
You have to talk to them. That is
no. You telling me that a lot of women have to do that, but why is the woman?
We can't be in relationships by ourselves. Men have to step up they have to step up in a role. They have to play a role. So what you want them to do? What you want them to do while they're waiting?
So wait, hold on, because it takes two people. Niyah just didn't get there. She didn't have a team. She didn't get there by herself. How did you get there when you're building this house by yourself?
Yes, it does. Listen. Yes. A lot of women are having to do it on their own.
Why are they doing it? Keisha, can you answer to me?
Yes, I'm about to answer. You have to leave, right? A lot of women are having to do it on their own. Niyah is saying, even though they're having to do it on their own, they would like someone to come in and help them. Why? We don't know why a lot of men don't want to come in. We don't know why a lot of people don't want to come into that role. We don't know why there's majority of the household is single women, children. We don't. It does take two. I think I understand what you're saying. It definitely does take two. What Niyah is saying is because I've been doing it, or because I've done it, I don't want someone else to come in.
I understand that. But my question is, why are most just answer my question?
But you're not letting me finish.
Let me grab the floor, please.
Yeah, me too, because I'm trying to understand. Go, Niyah.
Propose your question, please, again.
Okay. You're saying a lot of us don't want to be independent, this and that, right?
Propose your first question.
How do we get there from you building that house by yourself?
Okay, so if I speak for myself, I'm young, I graduated college, right? I'm living with my parents. Okay, I get a job, making a little bit of money.
Yeah,
I move out, right? All right, I'm moving out. I'm still single. I still don't have nobody. I'm not in a relationship. I'm still just on my own. But I'm just like, all right, I don't want to live out no more. I'm making a little bit of money. All right, I'm gonna move out. So now I'm out on my own. I'm paying my own bills. I am living on my own. Now let's say the job's getting good. I get a little promotion. I got a little bit more money. All right, I want somewhere to stay. I don't want to keep paying rent. I can afford to buy a home. I can afford to make a big decision and do this shit on my own. I can afford it. So because I can afford it and because I need somewhere to stay, I purchase a home, right? I'm still doing this shit by myself. I'm not doing it because I want to be doing this shit by myself, but I'm only getting older. I am trying to move on with my life. Like the shit, what am I supposed to sit in the basement and wait till somebody find me? No, I'm gonna keep living until I get into the hands of the man that's supposed to have me.
But is that not a choice?
As you acting like we be in a relationship from first grade to all the way to 10th, like you're not understanding. We're not.
I'm speaking on like when somebody's saying they're independent and doing like, to me you're bragging about being an adult. I was more so about the kids. Like when women are bragging on like they're single parents and they're raising kids. That's what I was talking about. I'm not talking about somebody just being a regular adult.
Then how we get to that?
We're talking about the strong, independent Black woman, whether you got kids or not. As long if you doing that shit on your own,
you're being an adult.
So then what's a strong Black woman to you?
Usually when I hear the strong Black woman, that comes with them raising kids that had to do it on their own. So that's why I was saying, well, how did you get there? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about somebody being a regular adult, somebody going out there getting their own place and having to pay bills. That's just
we have
regular.
definitions different. That's why we having this conversation.
That's what I'm saying. When most people say they're independent and they strong, it's like I'm like, why are you bragging about being an adult? I'm talking about I can understand when you having kids and you're raising kids. Like I can say my mother raised 3 of us as a single mother.
Because we was hunching. What you mean? How did we get there?
Exactly. So that's what I was speaking on. I'm speaking on something different than what you're speaking on.
Right. So again, even if I'm into your point, we was hunching. You don't want nothing to do with me, and I don't want nothing to do with you. Now I have a kid, and you off on La La Land, and now again, I still got a job. I still got my apartment. I still got me a little baby. The bills still, the lights still got to stay on. A shelter still needs to be over our head. The same stuff applies.
Right, but I'm saying how we get there is because we didn't do it the way God told us to do it.
And ain't nothing come from it. That's how it happened. What
exactly. So ain't nothing good come from it. So when we doing stuff out the will of God, that's when heartache is going to come. So that's where when Keisha was like, I'm like, well, why are you building this house on your own? Where's your man at?
I ain't got one clearly. I'm confused by the question.
Because we're on 2 different things, Niyah. When you first were speaking, you're speaking on just being a regular adult. When I put the title queens and bosses and independence and I'm strong, I don't need a man, I'm thinking about them. Most of them come for single parents raising kids. I'm not talking about, I don't even know why somebody bragging that they independent and all you're doing is being an adult. If you don't work or don't eat, a man that don't work don't eat. That's the same for a woman.
Someone this back.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like if I want to be a leader, if I want to wear a title.
Is your hand on the mic?
No.
There's a lot of feedback.
It is. I thought it was you.
Is it me?
Let me see. You mute. No. It sounds better now.
No, I still hear.
Hey, Niyah, you mute.
We're muting to hear what?
It's just feedback. Yeah, it's you. I don't hear it no more.
All right, if we're not talking, let's just mute because they're saying that it's feedback in the chat in the comments.
Yeah, I think it was you, Niyah. But I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna let y'all have it. To me, when you wear a title and you give yourself something, you have to take the good with the bad. If I want to call myself a leader, I have to take the credit when it goes good, and I have to take the credit when it goes bad. And that's just, to me, you're being balanced. Don't call yourself this, and that, and then you can't take the other aspect of what's going on. Don't believe there's a heaven and ain't no hell. Be balanced. If you're gonna wear it. Don't complain about it. That's all I'm saying.
So what Niyah is saying, to her point, is that she wants to exude softness, femininity, and she doesn't want the title of strong. Niyah, you on mute. Go ahead. But that's what Niyah was saying.
Well, I'm saying, like, but even what I said, it wasn't about it being a complaint. It's just that I feel like that's a misconception. It's just like we're the persona is that we're these strong Black people or Black women, and then it's just like kind of like, yeah, we wear it as a badge of honor, but it's kind of like, but y'all want to do that, and it's just like you do it because you have to. You don't do it because you want to. Nobody wants to be a fucking soldier. I mean, sorry, nobody wants to be a soldier. Like nobody wants to be a soldier. I am a girl, a lady, and I intend to live my life as such. And because I am a lady, I do not want to do the things, the job of men.
But this is what y'all fought for. Y'all fought for equality. So this is what you get.
Come on, man. You do it now. You start doing hers ass.
I am.
Yes.
What do you think feminists are?
I don't want to do.
What do you think feminism is? What are we talking about? Y'all serious?
The protector and the provider of my bunch. I do it because I have to, and it has to get done. But I do not want to do the job of 10 men. I want the men to be men.
Niyah, are you talking about yourself, like just you individually?
Opposed to speaking for women?
Or talking about like you raising, because I feel like this title of stuff came from like a woman have to do it by herself with kids. I don't feel like this title should be granted to somebody being an adult.
Talking about women, talking about Black women in general. Talking about us.
So you're bragging about being an adult?
Yes.
You have kids or not. No woman wants to do it by themselves. No woman wants to do the job that God told the men to do.
Well, if you don't work, you don't eat.
Now we about to get into scripture.
If you ain't got no husband, if you ain't got no husband, you got to go out there and do it on your own.
Okay, but Niyah is right.
And it ain't. I'm sorry, it's just not a badge of honor.
Yes.
God didn't create me to be a protector. God created me to be a nurturer.
So you got to find your husband.
To be a Proverbs 31 woman.
So you gotta find your husband. So that means you better get. That means you have to get a. You have to be cooperative and mate with a man.
Yes, you read the Bible. You said we have to find our husbands, or it's he who finds a wife. We have to find our husbands.
Well, I'm saying, you
a man of God. I know you know scripture.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of y'all like to talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, but it also talks about a bad woman too.
I am trying to live the life of a Proverbs 31 woman, and nowhere that scripture tells me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's all you hear about is the Proverbs 31 woman, and they also say too, it's better for a man to live on the rooftop than to stay with a contentious woman. They say that too. Nobody talk about that. Y'all love Proverbs 31.
Well, that one for y'all.
Nobody want to hear that. When before Proverbs 31, because the Proverbs 31 is the last book, it also talks about a bad wife too.
As it talks about a lot of things. It talks about men who are misguided.
Yeah, you see how she did? It's men are misguided. You see what she did? When you talk about a good wife and then say a bad wife, she got to throw it back on men.
Let's see what the comments are saying. I think the ladies are saying that society thinks Black women enjoy being strong
because you wear it like a badge of honor.
Calm down. We didn't give ourselves that title. Listen, because your mama, your grandmama,
who gave it? Well, who else it came from? Who else did it come from?
Yes. But did my analogy of the house, did that not hit? I thought that was an analogy.
That was
that was that brick by brick. It doesn't mean I want to do it.
You didn't have to do it.
Who has ears that shit you see over there?
So then exactly. So you're saying we don't, but then you will brag about it. Like that's what I'm saying. We don't want to do it, but then you brag. So you also wear the title.
Yes. Why are you mad that women are supporting other women?
I never said that women are supporting other. What are you talking about?
I'm saying, but why you say celebrate? Why are we celebrating that? Why are you mad because another woman is telling another woman, "Girl, I see you. You ain't got no man. You ain't got no. You doing it." What
I'm saying is there's no balance of you praise yourself when you want to praise yourself, but then when it's time for you to take the other half of it, you don't want that.
What's the other half?
I'm saying like it's also saying okay, you can brag on having a good child, but then if your child turns out bad, you don't want to take responsibility in that. You got to do which one is it? If you can brag on the good one, take it when it don't turn out good. That's all I'm saying.
What you're saying has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes, it does. It just went over your head. That's it.
No, you just moved the goalposts.
No, I didn't. I just made an analogy. You just missed it.
And that has to do with me being proud of my accomplishments and wanting to brag about it, but also in the same breath, don't want to be subjective.
Because it's just like I'm gonna use your house. It's just like me bragging I got a home, but then I don't want to take responsibility of when stuff go wrong at the home.
What What do you want? No, hold on. Let me ask this question. What do you want? I want to hear this. What do you want Black women to do? When
I'm saying this the same way.
Let me ask the question. How can you answer something you don't even know what I'm asking? You're responding just to argue. You're not responding to receive.
Go ahead.
Just listen for a second. What do you want women who are single doing things that are easier when there are two people doing it? It's better when two people are doing it, but what do you want single women who are doing it feels like taking on two roles than one? What do you want them to do when they're doing that?
I'm saying do what you have to do, and you don't have to brag about it. Do what you have to do and keep it pushing.
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
But it's not bragging, it's just being proud. Back in the day, women was cooking and guys was paying the bills and do what they gotta do. So now that we're at now that we could do all that by ourselves, we are proud that we could do it. We didn't get the chance to do it back in the day. So that's why we're proud. We're not bragging. We're saying, okay, we have the capability of doing this right now. And that's what it is.
So
it's like
you're proud, and then you don't want to do it.
No, we don't want to be in the situation, but while
you're
we're
proud
here,
to do it, but then you don't want to do it. Which one is
we're
it?
proud that we were able to do it, but it's not about us not wanting to do it.
Okay, so back, but the reason why you're able to do it because women they felt so suppressed that they wasn't equal as a man, right?
Okay.
So,
and you can be a queen without being. Just go.
Do we have any men in the audience that want to come up?
Please. Yes. Bring it back to the house.
Nah, y'all, it's only one male perspective, so of course y'all don't get it. It's cool.
I'm just trying to get you to understand because I don't know. I don't understand why you're missing it. If I built the house on my own, right, and I'm proud. I'm proud of it. I'm happy. I'm proud. This is what I've done. Yes, I'm proud. But at the same time, if I had help, it would have made my life easier.
That's the point.
But the original question,
Niyah, not only help.
What is the misconception that what you call it? So that was the original question. What is the most misconception about how men feel about Black women?
That we want to do everything and be everything. We don't.
We have to, not because we want to.
Right.
That's what.
Yeah, I just don't. Okay, we can move to the next subject.
Complaint about what I had to do, but if well, I'm doing it with a partner. I'm not doing it on my own. I have help. That's what
you can also not get that house by yourself. You can get it with the man, but you decided you wanted to do it by yourself.
Where is he?
We weren't in a relationship the whole.
No. Let me talk.
It's still a choice, though. I'm saying is that house that you built, you didn't have to build it by yourself.
So you think? Let me ask you a question. While we're waiting, while we're existing, just sit and wait. Right. Just sit and wait.
Yes. You know why? Yes. You know why? Because I would advise Niyah don't go get I would advise, don't go get a house on your own because first of all, you got to understand when you call somebody out here and something go wrong, they can get over you because they don't know if you know anything about how much it costs per house. So when you're doing stuff without a man, you also got to realize the consequences of doing the stuff. There's consequences of you. Yes, you were proud to buy that house and to build it, and you built it brick by brick. But when something goes wrong and there's no man there to help fix that, that's a choice that you made. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You didn't have to go get that house without that man.
Yes. Can I just say this?
Did you hear what I just said?
I did. And this was my response.
Even now, I don't even advise a woman to go buy a house by herself.
Yes. I love that.
And that's your choice to do.
Okay.
And if you choose, let me finish. If you choose to do that, take on the consequences that come with it. That's all I'm saying.
That we're strong Black women? Like, I'm confused.
Literally, what I'm saying is you're proving our point that that's the misconception because we did it. You're advising that we don't. Let me tell you something else.
I said it's a choice.
Let me just say this, right?
It's a choice for Niyah to go build that house by herself. That's a choice. You're deciding to do it without that's your choice. So when you hold on, let me finish and I'm gonna give it to you. When you choose to do that, you have to take the consequences of the accountability of what comes with it.
So first of all, we just want to say that we value Black men. We need men. We would like to be with a man if we are already not with one. I want to make that
clear.
Okay? We
Please, we want our men.
This is not the community. This is not the environment that's saying we don't want men. We don't need men. Let's clear the air. You are safe here, S. You are safe here.
I'm good. I don't feel no type of way.
Let me just talk, okay? We would love to do great things in the earth with the person who we are supposed to be with. I think that is, we all can agree. But things are taking a little bit longer in that department for some people. And women can't marry themselves. As much as women want to say, we don't need this, we can't marry ourselves. We can't do the thing that men, we can't, right? But in the meantime, while we're waiting, there are things that are happening. Life is happening. Okay. God has given us gifts and talents. Some of us love animals, and some of us love basketball, and some of us love just doing creative things.
Right.
We can't help if while we are waiting, things are happening in our lives.
Right.
That are adding to us, adding value to us.
Right.
We rather, I'm going to speak this community right now, us, right? We would much rather these great things be happening with a man in our lives.
Right.
Making suggestions, adding value, all those things. But the reality is that a lot of men right now, where are they? Like, what do you want? Like, they're not there. They're not stepping into that role. I'm not speaking for you specifically because I know that you do seek to, be married. There's a lot of men who don't want to commit. Something as small as this is a generation that doesn't want to even commit, right? We have cell phone bills that don't have contracts no more. We have gym memberships where you don't have to commit for 2 years like back in the day. We don't want to commit. A lot of men don't want to commit. They'd rather settle. You know what? I like you. I want you around me. I want you doing wifey things, but I don't want you as my woman. So that's the situationships. Let's just be real, S. Let's just be real. It does take two, and a lot of women are just settling for the situation because they don't want to be alone too. They just whatever. But the reality is, God is blessing women, and He's blessing men too. But the scripture says, "He who finds a wife finds favor from God." Let me tell you something about favor. Favor is tops anything in any field, anything. You got favor with God, you're good to go. So what I'm telling you right now, in the circumstances, a lot of women they have something attached to them biblically that God says, when a man decides, I'm going to commit to her, I'm going to pour into her, I'm going to keep her, he just so happens to get what comes with her, and that's favor. A lot of women have favor with God right now. I'm not saying men don't, but God said in His word that when a man decides to commit, when he decides to see the good thing in a woman, then his life can too blossom in a way where maybe it wasn't before. Okay, so
right. And the scriptures do say, "He who finds a wife." Are there many wives out here? Because you're a wife before he even finds you. You ain't a wife when he finds you. You're a wife before he finds you. Let's get that right. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. Are there a lot of wives out here? Or is there a lot of them that want on-the-job training? So let's be there, since you want to use that scripture so much. It ain't a lot of wives out here.
Okay. All right, relax. Relax.
Another topic.
So what would you say? Because I know you read your word.
In the meantime, if you ain't no wife, you're going to have to do it on your own.
S, let me just say this. Let me ask you a question because you said there's not a lot of wives. What are the characteristics of a wife? And not what you just feel.
I don't know. How about you ask somebody that's married?
No, I want you, but you're looking for that, right? He who finds. What are you looking for? What are the characteristics of a wife? You should know that. What are you looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into that right now. I don't feel like I don't want to get it. I can tell you, I don't feel like getting in that. But since you want to use that scripture so much, a man ain't stepping into their role. No, it's some out here, but it ain't a lot of wives out here. See, that's you got to get picked to be you have to get picked. Yes, you do. You got control over a relationship, but you don't have a control over if you're going to be a wife or not. And if you are that, I mean, there's somebody married, and you just have to see. That's
So,
it.
do the same thing goes for are there husbands?
What you mean?
Are there husbands around? Do you fit the ideal of what a husband is?
Do you asking me personally, or are you just saying in general?
In general, men. Do the majority of men fit the ideal of what a husband is supposed to be? When they're seeking his wife, are they providers? Are they in the position where when they so-called wife that they're able to provide?
I mean, providing is more than just, when you're talking about providing, are you talking about monetary?
Whatever providing is.
No, there's many different things to providing.
In totality, are you mentally available? Are you emotionally available? Are your pockets available? Are your finances available? Like, are you ready and willing to protect and provide when you find this wife? Are you in a position to be a husband when you find this wife?
Well, they should be, but I don't think a lot of men are there. That's the reason why sometimes they be like, hold on, well, I got to get my money. Yeah, they might not be in the position for that. But I think somebody that's looking for a wife should have those things. Hey. But you said many are not looking for a husband. I'm looking for a wife, because maybe that's the reason.
At this rate,
we're talking at the same time. So somebody got to mute up if you're not talking.
Niyah got to mute. That noise is.
At this rate, what you're saying is men are not looking for wives until they're 40 and 45.
Well, maybe, and that can be possibly true. Yeah, whenever he gets his money all right, or when he feels like that, then okay. But there's no timeline of when somebody is going to be a husband.
So there also isn't a timeline on what is happening in my life, the successes, the increase, the blessing. There's no timeline on that as well.
I don't see where you're going with that.
Because you said that men are not looking for wives until they're in their 40s. You said that's all right.
I'm saying no. I'm saying what Niyah is talking about. When you
saying there's no timeline.
When Niyah said, "Are you is a man ready to provide and his pockets are right and this and that?" Well, I think a man is getting that together when he's looking for a wife. I don't think a man that's looking for a wife is broke or don't have this or that. That's not
what Niyah is saying. It's not. You're making it about money. It's not about money. She's saying, are there husbands out there? You're saying there's not a lot of wives. That's what you said. There's not a lot of wives out there. Are there husbands? Are there husbands out there? And if so, what should they be having? How do we know if they're husbands?
I asked the question. I said, Niyah, what does providing look like? She said money-wise and all totality.
Whatever makes you a husband.
Money, mentally. She said all these different things.
Yeah, so I just started with money. I'm going with, okay, so providing for me for a wife would mean, okay, you have your money right. You're ready to be there emotionally, spiritually, ready to take on, ready to be a father, all that. So I don't think most men are ready to be there. I don't think most men are there. No.
So since most men are not there,
okay.
What do most women do while they get there?
Right.
What do they do? What do they do?
It ain't about what they do. It's when he's ready, are you ready? Are you ready to be that wife?
Okay.
You don't have no choice but to wait.
Okay, take time to prepare. What do we do while we wait for him to get there?
You have to be an adult.
So while we're being adults, while we're doing things, while we're acquiring assets, while things are happening.
Yeah, but what you should be doing is ready to be that wife. So when that man is ready, when that man do come that, you're that, and you will be picked. That's what you should be doing.
So we settling until
you settling. What do you mean? What is settling?
Waiting is settling. I could be doing some other stuff. I could be.
Most of us are average people, and I hate the word settling. Most of us are average. You're settling for what? Some of us, and I'm gonna go back to my thing last week. Some of us don't even make enough and talk about we settling.
I'm not talking about the money wise. I'm
just saying in general. Time. We saying settle. I don't want to do it on my own. So you should be happy if a man is ready to come in and do whatever, because you don't want to do it on your own.
She's not saying.
I'm not talking about
areas of her life. Should she just not do anything? Should she just stay bare?
No, you're adulting. You're adulting and you're being a wife. So when that man or when the men are ready, you're able to be found. You ain't out here in the streets doing a bunch of nonsense.
No, having babies at 45.
Huh?
That's my point. I'm saying settling with time. You're saying, okay, I have my man, but he's not ready to be a husband. But I came as a wife, so I gotta wait till you a husband 5 years later or 10 years later. I can't even have a kid by
Well, you can't have it all then. If you want provision, then you gotta realize you gotta get with a man of your age. You can't have it all.
Yes.
And that's the problem with that. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me make my point. Wait, let me make my point. If you want a man to be a provider, you want a provider man, that takes time. A man is not automatically going to come out and make $200K or $100K when he's 30. So that means you have to partner with somebody while you're at your young age. See, the problem is y'all want
I'm not talking about money.
I'm just saying in general, when you talk about, I'm talking about one aspect of financially. When you want a financial man, that takes time. If not, then you have to partner with somebody.
I agree, but I'm not talking about money.
Okay, but I am because if you want that husband and you talking about, are you ready to provide? You're talking financially and other aspects too. So if you're ready for that money aspect, then that man ain't hitting his peak till about 40. So you need to partner with somebody your age.
I'm not talking about financial, so it has nothing to do with me.
Well, Niya's talking about finances. So you're not talking about finances. Niyah is.
No, she said one aspect, and you took money and you literally put it at the forefront of your mind, and you keep going. I want to talk about another aspect. A man,
because that is the forefront.
Hold on. No, it's not. And you're supposed to.
In most cases, that's the forefront. You're not getting married to somebody that's broke. Let's cut
listen.
Let's cut. We're not going to do that.
A man mentally, biblically, what the Bible says, for him to be a husband has to be willing to die to himself, has to be willing to give his life up for his wife.
That sounds good too, but you also want that money.
S.
That sounds good.
You just spoke. Let me speak. Come on, please. I don't want to have to mute you. I don't want to have to get gangster and just start muting you, right? Listen. A man mentally, he has to be, that is a mindset. You're thinking provision in that way. He has to be a protector. Right? Life is going to be coming at you fast. You guys decide to do life together, things are going to be happening. How do you move under pressure? You're talking about a bank account. You're talking about a salary. If my parents are on their last breath and you don't know how to support, protect me, encourage me, lift me, be on my corner, what is your money going to do for me? What is that? If
what
I'm
you're saying is important.
No, let me, please. If I'm sick, I can't move my baby toe or the crown of my head. I can't remove my neck. What is your money gonna do for me? Can you stay by my side? Can you build me up mentally, even if I'm paralyzed from the top of my head to the toes of my feet? Can you stay beside me and encourage me? Oh, girl, you gonna blink, baby. You gonna blink. We're gonna get there. It's not. You thinking bank account. Money doesn't solve everything. There's so
It
many
doesn't
levels.
solve, but
Yes.
but you're not marrying somebody that's broke. All that sounds good,
We didn't
people,
say
but you
broke.
still want the money.
Nobody's saying that, but you just, what I'm trying to tell you.
And the reason why I brought up the money is because Niyah brought it up.
Okay. Okay. Let's be real. Let's be real, Terrell. You asked me. First of all, you said, are the women wise, right? Are you going down this rabbit hole? Are they wise? And I proposed the same question. Are these men husbands? You said, Niyah, what does that look like? The financial aspect, being a provider, that is an aspect of being a husband, right? But also, does this man have purpose? Does he have the capability of leading me? Does he trust his judgment? It's like she says, plenty of things that goes into it. And the thing is, everybody's not marrying for money. Everybody's not trying to marry to the money. That's not the reality. I know what you think, but people ain't just marrying because somebody got mad
Thank
money.
you. I don't even know why I'm even arguing. Go ahead, bro. I'm saying we need more men on this panel. Like I'm tired of I'm the only one, and I think most of y'all don't understand men. That's why y'all just talk, and I don't want to do these panels no more till more men get up here and speak what they have to say. Thank you. Like, come on, bro. We ain't even finna do this. All that nonsense sound good. Come on, bro. You're getting judged on your bank account. That love goes but so far.
You're talking to level-headed women. I don't know what women you're referring to.
Yeah. Can you go back to the comment?
On social media, because now you have got it in your brain that all these women.
Yeah.
No, but I know it's a big aspect of stuff. It's a big. When you marrying and mating, most women they're mating because of
you think everybody wants you for your dad. We just spoke about this. And you falling victim to the social media.
Nah, that's not.
Listen,
I mean, no,
a man, let me tell you something. A man has a choice. If he's making money, he has the decision. Hey, is this girl for me for real or is she with me for the you have to have, okay? You have to have some type of discernment. You don't think don't have no type of discernment? Honestly, to be honest with you, men who have money don't care if a woman wants him for his money because he has it.
I'm just saying it's an important, when you're married, it's very important because it's how you're gonna, where your kids are gonna live at, how you're gonna be able to. It's not everything. No, it's not. But it's a huge factor when you're mating with somebody that the bank account does matter. Yes, other things matter, being there emotionally, how you have to be there when certain situations, yes. But I would say 70% is money.
Okay, money is very important. I want to acknowledge you right now and just say, I know you're the only guy on here.
Yeah, we need more guys up here.
Like, that's okay. We can do that. We could do that. I want to acknowledge that money is important. Okay?
Come on, man.
But guess what? Biblically, anything, math, 2 is always better than 1.
I agree.
So if money is a factor, which we already know it is very important, if a man is coming and joining a woman, then he's, regardless if he's making a lot, it's going to be more if someone else is added onto it. You're gonna be, even with, we talked about this last week, taxes. If you have another person, you're gonna benefit if you're married more than somebody who's single. So if money is a factor, yes, that's important, right? But if most women are working, most women are not stay at home. So if this guy doesn't have a lot, even with what he has, being with me, us being together is going to add it regardless.
Okay, I'll get you, Keisha. Can I ask you a question?
Lord Jesus.
Do you plan on going, when you get married, are you going 50-50 with your husband?
So what I have learned from married people is that 50-50 is not a realistic thing.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. I'm responding. So it's, for me, if I desire to be married, I'm not going in thinking 50-50. I'm going in thinking, what can we afford?
Okay, cool.
I gotta phrase
it like this.
If I have 75 and you have 25, it's 100. We need to make the bills.
Figure it out.
Make that money work. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool. I just want to
Are we
make
locked
sure.
in? Are we locked in or not?
If the mortgage is $3,000, how much are you paying, and how much you are not going to pay? If the mortgage is $3,000, where you're staying, how much do you expect your husband to pay, and how much will you pay?
I'm not going to pay. It's never what I'm not going to pay.
Okay, hold on, Niyah, not you. What are you paying, Keisha?
No, she's the wife. She gotta talk.
I got you, Niyah. Hold on. I want to ask Keisha.
What did you want to ask? What did you want to ask us?
If the mortgage to the house is $3,000, are you splitting that? Are you paying more? What are you paying on the $3,000?
S, if I am in a mortgage with my husband.
Yes.
And we are making money. We have money. I am going to contribute whatever I need so that we can keep the mortgage and I'm not on the street homeless. What are we even? S, I don't want to be homeless. I want water running in my apartment. I want heat. I want a fridge that's full. If he's not there, if he is there, it doesn't matter. I have to eat. I have to sleep. I have to.
So you would pay the whole thing.
What am I supposed to do?
I'm saying, what you mean? And how long would you be doing that?
It's too late. I already signed up for it. That's for better or for worse. I already signed up for the
now,
job.
Are most women thinking what you're thinking? You're going to pay the $3,000 forever?
Once they're locked in,
Nah, you're capping.
You are in social media, and it's killing me.
Right.
You are living by the guidelines of Instagram.
Right.
Stay the hell off of Instagram. I don't understand. We just spoke about this, and you're literally victim to all the dudes on Instagram. You sound just like them. You think everybody running after you for a damn dollar?
Like,
there you go.
No, he better come back. You better come back, because realistically, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Right.
A woman is gonna sit there and see her man punching for nickels and dimes. Pinching for nickels and dimes. If he don't got it, we are going to be out on the streets.
Right.
I don't know about y'all, but I like for my fridge to be full. Drinks, options, snacks. If he don't got it, what am I gonna do?
Mm.
That's the problem. We're thinking what I have, what he has, versus whoa, we have more now. There is more.
To this whole social media thing, and like I said, we just spoke about this. Like, social media has tarnished the man's brain to that is all about a daggone dollar, and it's just like it's so much deeper than that. And then again, for me, anybody, for better or for worse, I done seen them for better or for worse at this point. And whether bills was, whether I was paying it this month, that didn't matter. It just didn't matter. And the thing is, if the roles was reversed, and I had to, and my husband's out of work due to whatever circumstances are, I ain't about to be like, well, shit, he better make that full recovery by next month, or my ass is going, like, it's just not like it's deeper than how long am I going to pay the bills until X, Y, and Z. Like, it's deeper than that. It's just so much deeper than that.
I feel like S is mad at us that we are not.
No, it's not. I know it's a bunch of cat, man. I know.
You're mad at us because we're not the girls online that you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
That's not the majority. I told y'all this before. That's not the majority of girls thinking how y'all think.
I do agree
with majority.
No, I do agree. It's not majority.
Cat.
Social media has brainwashed, but you're talking to people that like this. Like, you talking to us, because I have these arguments with my brother. He thinks the same way because he's seen more. He's in freaking Europe, but it's understandable. I know what he's saying, but you can't deny our truth.
No, them two might think like that, but that's not the rest of the world out there.
No, it's not. It's not. I guess we need to have some rest of the world girls on here.
It's not, and I commend y'all for thinking like that.
Thank you. That's what I want to hear.
Y'all take for better or worse. Y'all take that to heart. Most women don't take for better off or worse to
I can
heart.
agree.
To death do us part. No, if that's the case, you'll never get a divorce.
No, I agree.
You made a
I
covenant with God. Most you saying you don't want to do it. Most like I don't want no partner. Either I'm gonna do it by myself. I don't need a man, or he gonna pay us. Most think like that, especially in this social media.
because social media. That's what I'm saying. Because of social media.
And most of them won't get married.
We want to welcome Brandon into the room.
Yeah, this cat, man. Come on, bro.
A married man, Brandon. We would love to hear from you, please.
I honestly don't know that she's with the camera on me.
Most women would look down on Brandon. They feel like, oh, he can't do nothing. And he a good brother. But most of them got their mind so messed up that if he can't do everything, then I don't need him.
In what capacity?
Paying all the bills.
So because if the man is not advertising that I pay all the bills, then a woman's not gonna want them.
In most cases, no, they don't. They start with that. Most of them, they want a lifestyle. They want to be able to front on my man. We got this and this and that. They don't want. They look down on the average man.
I just don't know what
they look down on the men that make 45 to 50K.
What reality are you living in?
No,
that's
reality.
The question I'm asking, Niyah.
No, that
most
is
of them
reality.
are not in reality.
Yeah, that is reality. It's not our reality, but most of these girls are like that.
They think a man supposed to make 200K by the age 25.
So we got friends like that. I ain't gonna go into it.
Like where are you guys at? What are y'all listening to?
No, but don't say we're capped.
Y'all don't see this.
Don't say we're capped. We're just not the girls that you've been around.
So listen.
But I'm saying that means y'all need to get out and hear more perspective because y'all going on what y'all and it's like it's a whole world out here that's talking this shit.
It's not just hold on. Let's wait a second, right? I'm just gonna put you on mute real quick. All right. The truth is the truth, right? And I understand that we live in a society, we just talked about it, where social media is influencing younger women, even older women too. I'm not gonna put an age to it. It's influencing women to have negative thoughts around men and what their roles are. I also believe that men have a part to play, right? If listen, S, you can't what S? You got to let me just breathe a little bit. Just relax, right? Right? Men have a part to play. If more men, you got to think about it too. Men glamorize money too. They talk about it. Men of wealth, they're gonna talk about their money. They buy the cars. They want the thing. Men are doing these things as well, right? How can someone know you have money? How can I know if you have money?
What are we talking about? Entertainers and rappers?
I'm not just
talking scammers. I'm talking about the average black folk that work a 9 to 5. What are we talking about?
No, but in general, people on social media are seeing that happening and think it's dumb. People admire Ari and Jada, that regular people. That's where it's coming from.
We're talking about entertainers.
No, but I'm just saying
there's a wide range of now that can streamers. There's a lot of people now, not just rappers and ball players. What I'm saying, even people who there's a guy. It doesn't even matter. I'm not even going to go into that, right? What I am saying is that we just need to do a better job at what we're viewing and what we're believing. If your timeline or your social media of all the things you're following, if you're seeing a bunch of women talking about where money at, all this stuff, there's some stuff happening with you. Like, why is that your algorithm? Why is that your algorithm? Why are you?
No, that's reality.
So you saying we don't exist? There's no one else,
right?
We don't
I'm
exist.
not saying y'all don't exist. I'm saying a lot of y'all two perspectives, Keisha and Niyah, is not the norm out here. It's not.
Well, I have the same perspective. I'm
sorry, Ciara.
Like, don't
y'all
do me.
perspective is not the norm out here. It's not. It's really not the norm.
But
It's what you can do for me.
Are you meeting women in person that are like this? That's my question. Are the women you're actually meeting in spaces? Are these the women that are like this, or are you strictly speaking on social media?
You talking to me, right?
Yeah.
Yes. This is people I'm meeting in social media.
No, I agree with S. Like, I'm agreeing with that.
I'm having conversations. That's why I'm able to talk about it.
But you're going too like extreme.
How am I going extreme when I'm
saying like we're capping and all, but you explain why you said that.
When I say capping, I mean let me put it like this. I don't think y'all are out here like that to hear what some of these women are saying. They're delusional.
Yeah, I don't surround myself with such.
I mean, that's fine. That's cool. But when you're when you are, that's why I'm able to have a perspective that y'all don't see.
Mm-hmm.
If you're only around certain people, then you think this is not the norm out here.
It's not even about being around, right? So women in my life. Okay, even social media. I'm on social media. I'm hip to what's being said and what's happening. You have to also acknowledge what is happening on both ends. Women are doing things because men are doing these things. For every action, there's a reaction. It's not just happening willy-nilly.
Right.
This is real life.
Because why are women expecting all that? Because it's a dude out there that's giving it. It's a couple of dudes it has to start. The cycle starts somewhere. It started with men.
I mean, that's not my argument.
But that's where it's coming from. We're not just all of a sudden say, "Oh, we need this." Somebody is giving somebody.
I'm starting to be like, all right, well,
yeah, right. You can have tricks out here, but that's not the norm, though. I agree, that's not the norm. You can have women out here, men blowing money on women, but that's not the norm.
What's not the norm?
You just said
one and two things can't be true. The norm that women only want men with all this money. If that's the norm, then the norm is a lot of niggas out here who got some goddamn money. The two gotta be the two has to be true. One can't be true and the other not true. The only reason these women is getting to this point is because there's a lot of men with goddamn money.
No, it's because men out here just tricking, throwing, but that's not the norm of what they want for marriage.
And they got the money to trick.
That don't mean that don't mean that's the norm though.
What?
If they're doing it as that's what makes it normal, right? If something is occurring as a normal occurrence, that means it's happening.
If I do something, that's not that. If I do something, that doesn't mean that most people are doing that.
No, we're saying it's a cause and reaction. If women have their hand out, some people are actually receiving something in their hand.
Okay.
That's why these women are getting old in their hand. It's happening for some.
But is that the majority?
That's what you're telling us it is, because you're saying that we don't exist. Our truth doesn't exist. You're saying our truth is not.
Gotta be true. One can't be true and the other ain't true.
I'm confused. I ain't gonna lie. I'm lost right now. I don't.
Yeah, I think you are, because you're proving our point. If you aren't.
Nah, I don't. I'm kind of lost right now. But what's the next topic, man?
Wait.
We gotta start getting more men up here.
Okay, we can definitely do that. We can definitely do that.
I don't think I hear a lot of men or how they think when it comes to a man perspective. So that's why we kind of butt heads. I don't think because most of the times if Brandon on here, he's agreeing with me.
Okay, let Brandon come on. But what I will say is that we value your opinion, we value your perspective. But I think that you're dismissing, even if we are not your norm or what you're seeing on your timeline or what you're used to, can you acknowledge that we do exist and this is a real thing? And we also have friends that are navigating.
I think I said that. I said I commend y'all on how y'all think. I said that. Did I not say that, Sierra?
But it's not.
You did, but we're saying that you're saying it's not like a lot of us.
It's not.
Okay.
There's not. If that's the case, there would be more wives out here.
Okay.
There's a wife here, right? Part of her being a wife, I'm sure, had to go with her thinking.
All
You
right,
don't think?
let's get Brandon
No.
on here. Let's get Brandon on here. I'm not a wife yet, but I am indeed a wife. I have
Right.
a single
Right.
woman.
You can
I don't know
be
what.
a wife before you can get found. Yes.
Right.
Okay, let's let Brandon come in here. I would love if he's available. Brandon, we would love to invite you on here. In the future, we understand that you're probably busy. It's okay if you can't come on, but I really want you, and this is just as your friend, and I just want to see you grow as a person and all the things. I really want you to start to listen, not to respond. Sometimes it's just listen, just hear me out, because I feel like sometimes you just be quick to before I could even get the word out, right? So just think on that, ponder on that. I think that your perspective is not wrong, S. I think that maybe you are speaking for a lot of men who are tired of the misconception of it got to be 6 figures, the misconception of, all the things. But I think you would have peace at night if you could just think on that there are women who exist that are moving and navigating like us, and we are tired of the misconception that we don't want a man when we indeed not only want him, but we want him to lead, and we want to be soft, and we don't want to be strong, and we don't want to. But we do what we have to do in the meantime. Okay. Anyone has? This is the longest, but this is all right because it's Keishuary is the end. Does anybody have anything they want to add? As I hope that you feel like this is a safe space. You can always share your thoughts in,
No, I think it just be better with with male perspective.
We can definitely do that.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. It's good when you got three women and then it makes me look like I'm crazy.
Well, it's not about you. It's not even about how you're looking. I don't want you to have that perspective. It's always been.
I mean, I don't really care. I don't really care because I'm gonna say what I have to say anyway.
Right, but Sierra didn't even say as much. It's usually me, you, and Niyah that be having these conversations. You feel like it's such a difference. You feel like Sierra was making.
I agree.
No, but
not
even with Sierra. I'm just saying in general, just with you and Niyah.
You be fine.
With a male perspective, I don't think a lot of men speak their mind how they truly feel.
I feel
So
like
a lot of the stuff I say is like foreign to y'all, or y'all don't really catch it because where do you see a lot of men speak their mind at, or speak how they truly feel?
No, yeah, I agree with you.
I agree, but I
bet you if your brother was up here, he would agree with me.
No, that's why I said I agree with a lot what you say because I have a brother and I know all the boys. I'm around a lot of guys, so I understand where you come from.
Yeah, so
I think I'm gonna definitely get some of my guy friends because I think that you'd be surprised of the kind of men that I have in my life that would not agree with you.
You said what?
The men in my life who would maybe come on the stage, they wouldn't agree with you. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
That's cool. I mean, we don't always have to agree. That's fine.
We don't. But I just want you to,
and I could get men on here that would agree with me.
Don't put Anthony up here.
I don't even have to get him. I could get married men on here that would agree with me. I think that's what we need to get. Since we want to be there, is get people that's married, and let's see the difference.
Okay, we can do
because most of the people I'm around are married.
Okay, so I have some married people in my life as well. So what we could do for the next segment, I think this was great. Yo, pray for
I have Monet boyfriend up here too. Well,
listen, we can definitely get. I think it's good to get married people's perspective for sure, if that's the goal, right? Also, people who are engaged and people who are in relationships or people who are single. I think that everybody's opinions are valid, and I think that we could definitely do that. But I think even if people, I think it's good to be open-minded. That's what I would say. Like when we set that up, let's just be open-minded because it may not be that someone agrees with what we're saying, and it may not be with someone agreeing with what you're saying. Just remain open-minded throughout the conversation. Is there anything anybody wants to add? Thank you guys for tuning in. We really love each other, so we're not mad at each other, nothing like that. This is just we do this all the time on the phone. So, does anybody have anything they want to say?
Stay off social media.
I'm on social media and I'm out here in the field. Y'all need to get out here in the field and really talk to people to really get their perspective. You know, y'all can't be cooped up in y'all little world and then got one perspective.
Yes. Use your words. Use your words. Because what is cooped up?
Yeah, y'all got to get out here, man. Really talk to people.
I'm not in the streets no more. Maybe that's why my perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His perspective a little bit different, man. So
Yeah.
Sierra could probably relate more, and
No, I
people that's
could.
out here, you know, it ain't foreign to y'all when I be talking.
All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for spending this Thursday evening with me. Keishuary is about to be a wrap. Please
I'm about to make a story now. Niggas don't piss me off.
Okay, so please tune in. Y'all want to have an after party on Instagram? Listen, please tune in.
It's up tonight. I'm about to put my R&B on.
Yes,
I'm about to go to the liquor store.
You don't know how to act right now. Okay, look. Please tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a conversation with Keisha and Kevin, and we're going to be talking about legacy, relationships, family. It's going to be an amazing, amazing conversation. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow's the last day. It's the grand finale. If you're tuned in, we'll definitely invite you guys up to the stage if you have questions. Yeah, I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray us out. I haven't done that before, but that's okay. Today is the day. I'm going to pray us out. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all want to be loved. We all want to be heard. We all want to be seen, right? And I always, when I create these spaces or these environments, that's the goal, that you're heard, you're seen, and that you're just learning. You're learning. That's how we become better as humans, right? We learn from one another. So I'm just gonna close, pray us out. And if y'all want to have after party on Instagram, let's see. We can see if we're gonna do that. Maybe tomorrow. But Heavenly Father, Lord Father God, I thank you for this day. Well, this night, I thank you for bringing us, Niyah, Sierra, and just the viewers onto this channel as we discuss life, as we discuss topics and conversations that can sometimes be dear and near to our heart. I think the end result, God, is that you're with us and that your love conquers all. And I just pray that these conversations are normalized and that women who are seeking men for more than just finances have more platforms, have their voices are amplified in the season. And I just pray over the men that we'll invite in the next session, that will be continuing to learn from one another and just hear from one another. I think that's the beauty of being a human and existing on this earth, that we can hear one another and just continue to commune. I pray that you bless each and every person who's hearing my voice right now. I pray that they sleep well and that they wake up tomorrow feeling refreshed and revived, God. And that they just think of you, Lord, and just remain in a space of gratitude. It's in your name I pray. Amen. All right, y'all. It's been real. Tomorrow, 7:30, tune in. Come on, y'all.